Before we start, I want you guys to hit the red subscribe button so that you don't miss out on anything. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. Since the inception of GTA Online, even though it has been an enormous success, Rockstar Inc. has constantly been under fire about how they handle their game's online multiplayer aspect. From pay-to-win inclusions to game-breaking vehicles, it surely has been a roller coaster ride. After being up for over 6 years, one would think that GTA Online is fine and dandy, right? Well, wrong. There are still multiple things that need to be removed from the game. Orbital Cannon. Introduced back in 2017's Doomsday Heist event, this cannon is an extremely lethal piece of weaponry, which one can use to instantly kill their opponent, whether they're flying, swimming, driving, or walking. It even destroys vehicles easily. What's wrong with it then? Since its introduction, the gun has been hit with tons of glitches, including high rate of fire, zero cooldown, which means the gun at times becomes a laser beam, which doesn't stop unless you let go of the trigger. Players have been exploiting this glitch for over 3 years now, and Rockstar should just remove the gun until they fix it. Oppressor Mark II. When the Oppressor motorbike was first introduced, it was bashed by fans for being useless, so a Mark II version was introduced. A game-breaking motorbike which can fly like a jet and shoot down people below with rockets. This is just insanely overpowered and uncalled for. Toxic players use it to cause hindrance in other players' missions, which is irritating to say the least. Also, it's very difficult to bring it down with a gun or a pistol. The mechanic. There is a huge problem with how the mechanic works in GTA Online. Even if a player is minding their own business and some random player in the lobby decides to blow their vehicle up, it's the player who died will have to pay for the car to be rebuilt and put inside his garage. This is really unfair. On top of that, there's a cooldown timer in place for when a player can retrieve their destroyed car back, which is abysmal to say the least. If they think this is going to make the game realistic, they should focus on removing superbikes like the Oppressor MK2 first. Kill to death ratio. This is surely one of the most uncalled for features in the game. In a game like GTA, the kill to death ratio does not matter. Players are supposed to be enjoying the game without caring for their stats. Instead of doing any good, this feature has made the game more toxic and has contributed to the random killings to go around the map. Players intentionally waste other players in order to bump up their own stats. The kill to death ratio should be removed as soon as possible. Passive mode. This feature in itself is great considering how toxic the GTA Online community is, but the problem surfaces when players start abusing it. What happens is the players get in an armored or weaponized vehicle and kill other players for no reason. When those players come for revenge, the player suddenly turns on passive mode. This is repeated constantly. What could be done is that the ability to turn on passive mode while being in an armored or weaponized vehicle should be taken away instantly. Hectic Mors Mutual. As of now, in order to claim insurance on your cars in GTA Online, one has to go through garage by garage in order to bring your cars back from the dead. Rockstar should just remove this hectic process and introduce a claim all button, which will save a lot of time. Excess loading. Loading screens in GTA Online are a menace. Just to go from one session to another, a player has to wait 3 to 4 minutes even with a decent internet connection. And this problem is not just on the gaming consoles, but also on high-end computers that cost thousands of dollars. It is just poor optimization and server management by Rockstar. Loading should never take more than a minute in a fast-paced game like GTA. NPC Calls. Imagine getting called by NPCs on your in-game phone 10 times in a single session. It is irritating, and what's worse is that there is no option to disable the calls. You just have to decline or accept them. You cannot mute them or turn on a do not disturb or more. Either remove these calls altogether and turn them into simple texts, or provide the player an option to mute the calls, please. Targeted sales. GTA Online provides a handful of player bonuses and in-game sales from time to time, especially to those players who buy their shark cards. These targeted sales are derogatory sales, and they should be available to all players at all times. There should not be any targeting from the get-go, so the game is becoming pay to win day by day. Terrible events. GTA Online gives random events to a lobby which are very insignificant and more often than not very boring. There's no challenge associated with them, which makes them pointless. What's worse is that there are hardly any reward points that you can get from completing or winning these events. Some do not even pay you more than $1,000. Either remove these events or increase the payout to them, making it worth our while. And this brings us to the end of our video, and we hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch 2 videos that are on your screen right now because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.